Hello, people. We have further proof today that the stock market is totally rigged and a scam. First of all, I want to update you on our situation. There is a multi-day air show here, and that's why there's jets flying all over the place everywhere, being extremely annoying. But don't worry, my personalized SAM missile batteries will shoot down any hostiles that get too close to my house. And they're packed with the power of a Chuck Norris roundhouse kick to the face, so those jets aren't going to escape if they get too close to my house. Either way, Roaring Kitty has basically unveiled that the SEC and the stock market play is a complete scam and why crypto is better. Because the hedge funds complained that they were losing too much money, and they're losing a lot of money. That's right. They complained that Roaring Kitty was too powerful sharing his trades on Reddit because, only hedge funds are allowed to collaborate and manipulate prices. They have lost hundreds of millions of dollars trying to bet against GME while Roaring Kitty is just roaring on them and taking a crap on their face. And they don't like it. So I guess they definitely lobbied the SEC and other government entities to stop the trading of GME while Roaring Kitty was streaming. Now, I don't know if they've sent the ninjas after Roaring Kitty yet, but I would not be surprised if they did. So while he's streaming, they basically stopped the sale of GME 5 times. This is absurd. Just because someone likes a stock and he's streaming about it does not mean that you should actually be, the government should be able to stop the buy and sell the stock. When the hedge funds are cleverly manipulating GME down, the government does not actually stop them. Like, they only stop if the hedge funds are losing too much money. They don't stop if retail is losing too much money because of the hedge funds. So it is definitely rigged in favor of the hedge funds. And this is a blatant rigging of it that everyone can see. It's completely out in the light because this is basically, hey, if the big guys are losing too much money, we got to put a stop to it. If the little guys lose too much money because of the big guys, it really doesn't matter. Because, you can't really arrest Roaring Kitty for anything. He's just a regular guy. He doesn't have inside information, so he's not trading on inside information. And it is not illegal to announce your trades on Twitter or online. Because Kramer basically does this crap all the time, like shoot recommendations. And all Roaring Kitty is really doing is saying, hey, I bought this stock, I bought this, I like GME. And he's just pwning those hedge funds and the big money, and that's why it's causing such a ruckus. But it's also completely unveiled the US stock market system is completely rigged, and this goes to show you that crypto with blockchain that cannot be stopped is much more superior to the stock market, because if the hedge funds shorted a crypto and Roaring Kitty tweeted about the crypto, or someone else did, on social media, and a lot of people started buying it, the hedge funds would just be completely and utterly out of luck because you cannot stop the blockchain. I mean, maybe if it's centralized, you could stop it, but if it's truly decentralized, you couldn't stop it in very short order, and they would just completely tank all their assets. So the stock market is much easier to rig on a specific stock, like GME, because the SEC can basically just tell the stock to stop trading than crypto can. And this is one of the reasons I think why a lot of people are going to move out of the stock market and move into crypto, because the big guys can't just stop a blockchain from functioning whenever they want to, because they're being defeated by Reddit, Roaring Kitty, Wall Street Bets, whatever. But that just goes to show you how rigged the system is in favor of the big guys and the hedge funds. As soon as they complain, SEC steps in and stops the trading. The other thing is Solana might actually get an ETF before the end of the year. Why? Election season. And neither party really wants to go against crypto. That's why I think Gary Gensler has been so easy to let an Ethereum ETF through, because he's been given the political warnings from the powers in his party. Even Joe Biden himself does not want to appear totally anti-crypto, although his veto of SAB 121's reversal definitely does not help that image. So they might actually let a couple more ETFs through. Now, no one has actually filed for an altcoin ETF, so it still might be a long time coming for sure. But we're getting there, and there is a slight possibility that we might see an altcoin crypto. Franklin Templeton has already floated one before election season just to get those votes. Unlikely, but possible. Also, the Fed economic data came in, and I think Biden's opponents are going to be praying, at least Biden's crypto opponents are going to be praying that sooner or later the economy does tank. Why? Because these strong labor numbers are actually not helping the crypto market. They're basically pushing back any kind of rate decrease by the Fed, and that's not helping crypto. The crypto people really want the labor numbers to be bad, maybe not super bad, but kind of bad. And the labor numbers being so strong, the fact that people consumers are still spending a lot of money, that means the rates aren't being cut back. And without the rates being cut back, bonds will actually be more attractive than crypto to a lot of people. That's one of the main things. Like, crypto is another investment asset, and it competes with bonds and stocks. Now, stocks and crypto both compete against bonds, and as long as the interest rate's high, the safe bonds will yield a high rate, 4 or 5%. And as long as that's the case, a lot of those people will choose bonds instead of crypto. So crypto people are kind of really hoping that the economy tanks at least a little bit, but the economy is remaining strong, at least for a lot of the investment class. You just really can't argue with the numbers, and the fact that people are rather buying bonds over crypto, and the fact that consumers are just not spending any less. A lot of companies, even though they're saying they're having a hard time, a lot of them have been reporting record profits for a while. So it's really hard to believe them when they say they're struggling. So yeah, because the economy is actually doing perfectly fine at this point, and the investment markets are okay, the bond market's great, and because the rates aren't coming down due to that, we might have a little bit of a trouble getting a bull run until later in the year. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.